sure we love our U.S. monuments, but can we just add one more, please? I want to have 3 out of 5 of our first presidents to be honored. My name is Jaden, and I'll show you the reason why we must honor these presidents. I shall show you the facts. For the first president, we shall put up George Washington up on the monument. Why, you ask? Well, because he fought for America, of course, the country that we live in now. He represents part of this country as a hero. That is why he's our first president. Oh, what a great man indeed Washington was. He made a policy that became known as isolationism. That is a policy of avoiding political or military agreements with other countries, and it is the foundation of American foreign policy for the next 100 years. Whew, I'm running out of breath with all these facts. The man who never lied also gave America a farewell address showing what made us Americans proud. The man who cut down the cherry tree, which isn't true by the way, he didn't cut down a cherry tree, served as a second term just to keep America together. Washington reminded Americans of what held them together by warning threats to the nations for the future. He reminded them problems with the countries and warned us dangers of political party and loyalties. This man must be honored! Next, for our fourth president, we shall put James Madison next to Washington. James Madison. Get it? Madison? I'm sorry for the bad puns. Anywho, for Mr. Madison here, he ended the Federalists. Wow, he was such a good president that he got respect from other countries. James here also fought one of the most successful wars. What war was that? You asked. The War of 1812. We beat the British so hard. Not much casualties and things like that were on our side. You have to consider James Madison on the monument. James too, but only better. Because he's not mad all the time. But Anyways, James Monroe was our 5th president. And we gained a lot when he was our president. Bonus fact, during Monroe's presidency, we gained Florida, which is now a great vacation spot for the summer. Since the European powers worried James Monroe, the Monroe Doctrine statement was created to not interfere with the European stuff and would oppose any attempt to build new colonies in the Western Hemisphere. James Monroe was playing it safe, and luckily, the British decided to help him and supported the statement. Let me tell you something. If you lived in that time, you would not want to go against the British because of their knockering military might and their supreme government, unless if you were the US, because we just beat them in a war. James also made peace with other countries. That's good, because we don't want a lot of wars, and because we don't have the money to afford it. Mr. Monroe also got respect from foreign powers. That just shows why this dude has to be honored. Last and very least, we shall have Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, and the two will sadly not be on our monument. And I'll explain why. So, first, I'll start off with Jefferson as not being in the statue. This here is the Embargo Act. This was just an example of bad luck and stressful decisions. Many Americans lost their jobs and the economy fell into so much depression that it made people smuggle some goods from other countries. Which is why Jefferson shall not be on this statue. And let's see. Oh dear, we have John Adams. Now, to be honest, it was really hard not to honor him. But even though he made peace with France, the public thought that we looked weak, okay? Because France was taking ships from us, and all the U.S. did was just pay for them. Just because of the peace agreement, we were looked upon as weak, and we did nothing but pay for the ships that people took from us. Now, I'm gonna be honest about you, and I don't know about you, but I want to stand up for myself and not look like a weak wimp getting my lunch money taken away from me from an overweight, dumb bully. That may be a little harsh, but listen to the facts. It's basically like that. From the moment we've all been waiting for, I shall show you the statue and what would it look like. For the bottom, there will be a huge and artistic, beautiful block made out of marble. There, you'll see pictures of 3 presidents and the description of who they are. There will also be a section below saying why they were honored. And there will also be a list of interesting facts about them that you could read. Now, there will be at the top of which the 3 presidents will have their own statues and standing on big rocks. that statue part will be made out of stone. And there you have it, a simple but effective design to show what awesome presidents they are. Yes, of course, there are great men in this country, and there are reasons to why they are great. Some of these men have made terrible mistakes, and some of their ideas have been great. I've given you the facts. I've showed you the blueprints. I have one question to ask you now. Will you accept this offer of this great monument?